Amazing. Wow.
Thanks.
Pretty.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and just introduce Miss Caitlyn. But first of all, hi, I'm Lisa. And I am the Pure Grace Warrior Lead. So I just get to work with the warriors and help coordinate things and be the liaison between them and all of you all. And I'm the host today. I'm just letting people in as I'm talking to you. But I'm the host today, and this is Rising Together. It's an ongoing series that's being put on by Pure Grace for all of you, for our community, our beautiful warrior community. And today I'm excited to, some of you already know her, but introduce Caitlyn Casson. And she's going to be teaching a sweaty, fiery flow class. And if you like her, you should follow her. But also, we did an Instagram live this week. It is on the Pure Grace Instagram. You can just go there and check on it if you want to learn more about her. She's very interesting. And we will be interviewing a different warrior every week. So Amber's going to be coming up in a couple of weeks, and you'll just get to know them a little bit better. Next week, we have, I just want to make sure, I think it's Christina Reese. And so come next week. But in the meantime, I'm just going to mute everybody. I'm going to let some people in. We have some people in the waiting room. I'm sure that we'll have more coming on. But I'm going to mute everybody, and I'm also going to be posting in the chat her philanthropy, which is Mind Leaps, like I mentioned. She's going to say something about it, and then I'll just turn the time over to Caitlyn. Hold on here, spotlight for everyone. And go ahead, Caitlyn, and unmute yourself.
All right, awesome. Hi, everybody. Welcome. I'm Caitlyn, like Lisa said. So thank you so much for being here. I'm really excited to do some yoga with you. And as Lisa mentioned, I work with an organization called Mind Leaps. Mind Leaps is an international nonprofit, and we use a dance-based curriculum to get street youth off of the streets and back into formal education. So it's, a program I'm really passionate about, and a place I've been able to travel to and work with our trainers many times. So the campaign that Lisa threw in the chat, if anyone is interested in donating to, is a campaign for our female instructors in Uganda. They are right now building up our virtual academy program, which is something that was created during COVID to keep our trainers and our students educated while schools were closed. And as you may know, Uganda is going through another major COVID surge at the moment. So we are boosting up as much as we can this virtual academy program to keep our trainers and our teams connected and have access to ongoing learning. So that's what we're working on currently. And I think I'm gonna get started. I also threw a playlist to the, a link to a playlist in the chat. If you wanna add some music, feel free. Go ahead and start on your back, and I'm gonna get our Instagram live going too. And you can come onto your back, just bring the soles of your feet together, let your knees open up. Good morning, and welcome. Let your legs relax open. And just take your arms down to your side body. You can close your eyes and start to turn your attention to your breath without changing it or trying to, make it perfect in any way. Just notice it. Notice when you inhale, when you exhale, and what it feels like to become consciously aware of your breath inside of your body today. Maybe that breath makes you feel grounded. Maybe your breath makes you feel energized. Notice where your natural inclination is taking you, and let's try to follow that this morning. All together now, take a deeper inhale. Fill yourself up as much as you can. Take in lots and lots of breath. Good, hold it in. And then big exhale. 2 more times like that. Breathe in deeply. Fill yourself totally full, hold it in. And then big exhale. Awesome. Last time like that, take a big breath in, fill up a little bit more this time, and then let it go. Exhale. Lovely. Keep breathing on your own and gently start to flutter your eyes open. I want you to keep your legs like they are. Just draw your navel down toward your spine so you engage that lower abdomen a bit more. And then open your arms into a cactus shape. Get really wide on your elbows. Breathe in here. Spread your elbows and your shoulders as wide as you can. Exhale and squeeze your forearms together above your body. Let's do that a few more times. Inhale, open to get wider. And then exhale, squeeze the forearms together, pull the navel down. A few more. Inhale, widen. Exhale, pull it in. Great. Inhale, widen. Exhale, pull it in. Last time, inhale, widen. Exhale, pull it in. Forearms press. Keep it like this. Now, draw your fingertips over your head. Reach toward the ground behind your head. Maybe the fingertips will tap. And then pull your elbows back to where they were in front of your heart. A few more like that. Reach the fingertips back over the head. Keep squeezing the forearms together and then pull the elbows down. Let's keep going. Inhale, reach back, squeeze those forearms tight. Exhale, elbows down. Last three. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, elbows down. Two more. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, elbows down. Awesome, guys. Last one. Inhale, reach back. And exhale, elbows down. Okay, release your arms, draw your knees into your chest, give your legs a little squeeze, rock from side to side, let your head roll, let your shoulders roll, let this feel good. Great, and then take your legs into a tabletop position, squeeze your legs together, and let's point the toes. And now put your hands on your thighs. Okay, push your hands into your thighs like you're trying to push your legs away from you. And then resist that, push your thighs back into your hands. Stay long through your spine and try to draw your navel down towards your spine, towards your mat. Now press even stronger. Hands into the thighs, thighs back into the hands. Keep breathing here. Press thighs to hands, hands to thighs. Stick like this. Press as much as you possibly can. Let that core center start to really fire up. I hope you're feeling a little shaky. I know I am. Keep breathing here for 10. 9, inhaling and exhaling. Last 6, 5, 4, press harder. 3, resist more. 2, and let it go. 1. Okay, roll forward and back now. Keep your spine rounded and just nice and loose. Maybe one more. And then let's cross the ankles and come into a tabletop position. Hands under the shoulders. We're going to tuck the toes. Inhale, arch open, peel your heart up. Exhale, put the tops of your feet down and round your back. Let's drop the head here. Beautiful, everybody. Again, inhale, arch open. Exhale and round your back. Okay, a few more on your own. Feel free to mix it up though now. If you want to maybe circle the head or the hips or rock from side to side. Get a little bit of free form movement in here. Keep breathing. And just try to listen to your body. What does it need? What does it want in this moment? And how can you give that to yourself? All right, last full round of breath. And then we'll come back into a neutral spine. Puppy pose, walk your arms forward, as far forward as you can. Keep those hips elevated. And then you can either place your forehead on the ground, or if you want something a little more intense, grip onto the front edge of your mat. Imagine you're pulling your mat forward and then put your chin on the ground. But test it out. And again, just listen to your body. See how it's feeling. See what feels good to you, what feels supportive to you in this moment. Give yourself one more round of breath here. Nice and easy. Let's walk the hands back in under the shoulders. Tuck your toes, lift your knees up 1 inch, hovering tabletop. Great. Okay, look at your hands. Spread your fingers wider and then press down strongly through both of your palms, the base of your knuckles, and all of your fingertips. Nice, everybody. Keep breathing here. Press strong into your hands. Press strong into the balls of your feet. Your legs are starting to fire up. Your core is starting to fire up. Take a big breath in. And exhale, lift your hips up, downward facing dog. Pedal through your heels, slowly, slowly. Twist your hips off to the side, to the right and to the left. Nice, and then eventually come into a moment of stillness. Beautiful. Okay, lift up to your tippy toes, come up really high on the toes. Look towards your navel. So you're starting to round your back a little, and then keep that rounded spine as you peel yourself forward into a plank pose. And when you get to plank, lengthen out your spine, reach your head forward, kick your heels back. Take a big breath in through the nose and out through the nose. That's it. Nice, everybody. Okay, lower your knees to the ground. I want you to arch your spine, kind of like a cow spine. Pull your hips back to your heels and then lift the hips up high, downward facing dog. Okay, let's go through that again a little smoother now. Up to the tippy toes. Look towards your belly, round yourself forward into plank, and then lower your knees, arch your back, pull the hips back, downward facing dog. Keep going like a wave, up to the toes, round it forward to plank, knees down, arch, open, downward dog. 2 more, add the breath in. Inhale as you come forward and round. Exhale as you arch and move back. Last one, inhale, come forward and round. Exhale, arch and go back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Bend your knees. Let's take a slow walk up to the top of the mat. Take your time. 1 step at a time. Beautiful. And then when your feet come up to the front of your mat, I want you to hold opposite elbows and just hang down over your legs. Stay like that. Hang the elbows. Hang the head. Good. Breathe here. Really lovely, everybody. That's it. Get nice and heavy. Take a big breath in. Exhale, flutter your lips. Good. Okay, release your hands to the ground. Take a halfway lift, fingertips to shin bones. Let's send the chest a little more forward here. Good, add some activation in your back body. Press that chest open. And then exhale and release. Fold your chest into your legs. Again, like that. Inhale, halfway lift. Feel that back body lifting you up. Yes, beautiful. Exhale, release. This time, come all the way up to standing. Bring your arms overhead with you. Seal your hands together and then pull your hands into your heart. Close your eyes. Feel yourself standing tall, grounded, strong, and confident in your space. And if it feels right for you, take this moment now to set an intention for your practice. An intention maybe that's going to move with you through the rest of your day or the rest of your weekend. And then when you feel ready, flutter your eyes open. Inhale, let's sweep the arms overhead. Take a little back bend at the top, and then exhale and fold down over your legs. Inhale, find that halfway lift, look forward. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank pose. Good, now in this plank pose, lower your knees to the ground, supported plank. Press your heart forward, take an inhale right here. Exhale, bend your elbows, lower your torso halfway, supported chaturanga. Stretch your arms. Inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows, hover. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, hover. Look forward, breathe. Inhale. Exhale, hover. Inhale. Exhale, hover. Good. Inhale. Exhale, hover and stay for 5, 4, 3, 2. Come all the way down on 1. Beautiful. Reach your arms back by your side body. Float your chest up. Lift your chest. Lift your legs. Breathe in and out. In and out. That's it. Use that back body. Float up a little bit more. From here, we're going to tuck the toes, plant the hands, push up to plank, and rock it back. Downward facing dog. Everybody, big breath in. Big breath out. Bend your knees. Look a little bit forward. Walk or maybe hop this time up to the front of your mat. Halfway lift when you get there. Exhale, grab behind your ankles and pull in closer to your legs. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Seal your hands. Exhale, hands to your hearts. Beautiful. Let's do it again. Inhale, sweep up. Take a little back bend at the top. Exhale and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step to plank. You can put your knees down like we did last time, or keep your legs long. Everybody take an inhale right here. Exhale, bend the elbows and hover. Chaturanga. Stretch the arms. Inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows, hover. Stretch the arms. Inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows, hover, stay. 5, 4, 3, 2. Everybody come flat onto the mat on 1. Beautiful. Reach your arms back by your legs. Float the body up, locust pose. Pull the fingertips back. That's it. Let's wrap the shoulders onto the back body this time so that it really feels like your shoulders are lifting up your heart off of the ground. Nice. Can you squeeze your legs just tighter, a tiny bit tighter together? Beautiful. From here, plant the hands, tuck the toes, press up to plank, and rock it back, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Bend your knees, look forward as you inhale, and then exhale, step or hop, top for the mat. Halfway lift when you get there. Exhale and fold a little deeper into your thighs. Inhale, come to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart. One more, sun A. Inhale the arms up, take a little back bend. And exhale and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step to plank. You can put the knees on the mat if you'd like. Breathe in when you get to your plank. Exhale, lower to chaturanga, stay right there. From here, everybody rock forward to the tops of your feet. Upward facing dog. I want you to stretch your arms, peel your heart through your arms, and then pull it up. And then from there, take the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Exhale. Can you ground your palms into your mat? Can you ground your feet into your mat? Carefully now, float your right leg up, down dog splits. Keep your hips square, and I want you to reach your leg back. Imagine I'm holding onto your ankle, and I'm pulling your foot slightly back. That's how long your leg is here. Yes, good. Nice adjustments, everybody. Inhale here. Now on your exhale, take that right knee and pull it across your body. Try to tap your left elbow with your knee. Hold it here. Soften your hip. Use your abdomen and pull that knee tighter onto your elbow. Perfect. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, take the knee across from your abdomen. Pull that knee up tight to the elbow. Yes, good. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, pull the knee tight across. Stay right here. Fallen triangle. Spin your back heel down. Kick the right foot out. Reach the left arm up. Press your hips up here, away from your mat. If it feels good, turn your gaze up and maybe reach your left arm back just slightly. Inhale. Exhale, return your left hand onto your mat. Inhale, reach your right leg back, down dog splits. Feel the length of that right leg again, so long. And then exhale, let's hug the knee into the chest. Step your foot between your hands this time. Good, now wiggle your left foot further back. And then lower that back knee onto the mat. Take your arms overhead. Breathe here. Good, lift up from your navel and then keep lifting up even as you press your hips forward. Yes, nice everybody. Think about lifting up. That's gonna give you more space in the hips to press the hips forward. Okay, like we did before, I want, oh my gosh, there is a huge bug in my apartment that I just saw. Woo! Okay, elbows are nice and wide. And the forearms are coming across. Hold your forearms tight together and then lift the elbows up. Yes, exactly like we did before. And start to take a bit of a back bend. Arch your chest open. Good. Squeeze your palms tight together and your forearms. And turn your gaze up. Okay, and then release your hands onto the ground. Rock your hips back, flex your front foot. Point and flex your foot a few times. Good, nice. And then hold with your foot flex, and I want you to kick that heel 1 inch further forward. Good, tense up to your fingertips, lift your chest up. Exhale and fold your chest into your right leg. Beautiful, everybody. I'm sure the right leg is gonna feel a big stretch here, but I want you to make sure your whole body is breathing in this moment. Let your back breathe. Let your abdominals breathe. Let your glutes breathe. Think about everything getting wider and more expansive. Awesome. Okay, come on forward to your lunge again. One more thing here. Wiggle that left foot even further back. Now push into the top of your left foot and lift your knee off of the ground. That's right, just the top of the foot. So you don't have to tuck your toes at all. Good, square your hips off. Reach your toes toward the back of the mat. You should feel a pretty big and deep stretch in that left hip. Breathe here, inhale. Exhale, keep your shoulders soft. Nice, one more breath. And release your left knee down onto the ground. Beautiful, tuck your back toes. Let's slide ourselves into plank. Exhale, bend the elbows and hover, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, turn your gaze up. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath right here. In through your nose and out through your nose. We're gonna take 3 more breaths here. If you'd like, come down to your elbows, dolphin pose. And once you're on the elbows, I want you to press your forearms into your mat, into the ground. It's almost like you're trying to push. Woo, okay. I have to do some damage control over here. Oh my God, freaking out a little bit. There's a very big bug in my apartment and I don't like bugs that much. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Come back up to your hands. This is really ideal timing. You guys are gonna see a very real Caitlyn. Float your left leg up and let's keep the hips square. Okay, keep your hips square. And again, imagine that I'm holding onto your left foot and I'm pulling your ankle back. That's how long and extended your left leg is. Breathe here, inhale and exhale. Again, inhale, exhale, beautiful. Now take that left knee across your body, tap your right elbow with your knee. Use your abdomen to squeeze that knee tighter across to your elbow. So it's literally touching it. Yes, great. Inhale, big reach back. Exhale, pull the knee across, try to tap that elbow. Amazing, one more time. Inhale, big reach back. Exhale, pull the knee across, try to tap the elbow, hold it right there. That's it. Yes, good. Inhale, reach back. This time, exhale, and just step the foot in between the hands. Okay, wiggle your right foot a little bit farther back, and then lower the knee slowly onto the ground. Take your arms overhead, low lunge. Whew, breathe. Notice right and left side might feel a little different. That's okay. Think about lifting up from your abdomen so that you have a little more space in those hips. Press them slightly more forward. Great. Okay, like we did before, let's bend the elbows, cactus arms. Now seal your elbows together, your palms together. Lift your elbows up and start to arch open. It's so important that you squeeze your palms tight, you squeeze your elbows tight here. Yeah, I want you to feel the energy of the outer edges of the body pulling, wrapping in towards your midline. Good, look backwards, maybe a little farther backwards. Ooh, big breath in. Exhale, release your hands down. Awesome. Rock your hips back, flex that front foot, and then you can point and flex the foot a few times, especially if you have tight ankles. This might feel good. And then you'll pause with your foot flexed, so that's toes pointing up. Kick the heel forward like 1 inch. Yeah, good. Tent up to your fingertips, get a little lift, and then bend the elbows and fold. Fold into your leg and breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Nice, everybody. Inhale. Exhale. Find that big, big breathing through your whole body. And slowly start to crawl yourself forward. Last thing here, you're going to push into the top of your foot, so the toenail side of your foot. Lift your back knee. And then once you're there, you might want to wiggle that right foot a little bit further back so that the hips can sink just slightly. All right, nice, everybody. Release the knee down. Let's plant the palms, tuck the toes, slide yourself to plank. Inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows, hover, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Now, same as before, you can stay on your palms or come down onto your elbows, dolphin pose. And again, if you're on your elbows, I want you to walk your feet in closer to your elbows. Yes, good. Try to keep your legs straight as much as you can and think about lifting your hips up toward the ceiling, up toward whatever space is above you. Good, and then does that give you a little more room? Maybe you walk your feet in even closer to your elbows. Breathe here, inhale and exhale. I know this is a really strong pose on the shoulders, so I want you to breathe into that. Think about today embracing the heat, the strength of this moment, and just sitting with it. You don't have to get out of it. You don't have to like be really great at it. We're just gonna sit in the strength and the challenge of this moment. Breathe a little bit deeper. In and out. Beautiful. Okay, stay on your elbows. Walk your feet back now, forearm plank. Forearm plank. Yeah, stay on the elbows. That's it. Send your gaze forward. Look toward that front line of your mat and stay right there with your eyes. Just hold your eyes really steady there. In and out. In and out. Good. That's it. And again, we're just going to stay and breathe and try to maintain our sense of composure and calm inside of this strong, powerful moment. And I'm going to try to remain composed as I know that there's a large bug running around my apartment somewhere. Woo, good. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Come all the way down onto the ground. Clasp your hands behind your back now. Reach your knuckles back. Let's keep the legs on the ground. So think of this as an active stretch for the abdominals. Squeeze your palms tight, reach your knuckles further back, peel your chest up. Beautiful. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Keep those legs grounded strong. Use your palms to pull your chest up a little bit more. And then from here, let's plant the hands, tuck the toes, push up to plank, and rock it back, downward facing dog. Inhale here. And big exhale. Bend your knees. Let's all look forward, step or take a hop up to the top of the mat. Come on up to standing, seal your hands. Good, we're gonna grab the left wrist with the right hand, lift up tall and then side bend toward the right. Press your hips toward the left side. Good, turn your gaze up, get a really good stretch there through that left side body. Okay, come back to center, change, grab the other wrist, grow a little bit taller, and then side bend to the left. Press your hips toward the right. Your hips are pressing one way, your arms are pulling the other way, and we get that big stretch through the right side body now. Inhale, come back to center, take the arms up. And exhale, sit into chair pose, Katasana. Bend your knees deeply. Keep your arms by your ears, but think about that stretch we just did through the side body. Can you pull your arms longer here? Yes, good. And then try to pull your hips down and back to extend that stretch through your side space. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Keep all of this length on your side bodies and bring your hands together at your heart. Widen your elbows. Twist over to the right. Connect your left elbow to your outer right knee. Great. And then let's lower the hips slightly. Reach your head forward. Keep lengthening through your side body. And then can you twist a little bit deeper? Maybe separate the palms if you'd like. Stretch open across the arms and the chest. Inhale. Exhale, maybe twist a little bit more. Stay low in your legs, just like this. Come back through center, seal your hands at your heart. Take a big breath in. Exhale, twist to the left. Hook your right elbow outside of your knee. Good, squeeze your knees tight together and your upper inner thighs. And can you sit a little bit lower in your hips? Yeah, and then maybe separate the palms, fly open through the chest. Good, take a big breath in. Twist a little more, exhale. Keep your hips low, come back to center, hands at the heart. And then with control, press up to standing, take your arms overhead. Lift up to your tippy toes, get really, really high on the tippy toes. Lower your heels down. Again, high on the tippy toes, lower the heels. High on the tippy toes, lower the heels. One more time, high on the tippy toes. Now stay, seal your hands at your heart. Slowly start to fold forward, stay up on the tippy toes. Pour your heart forward. Keep pouring your heart forward until you get to the bottom and then release your hands and heels. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, bend your knees. Let's take a hop back this time. Jump and land in chaturanga. Land with your elbows bent. Inhale, that's it, good. Upward facing dog. And exhale, rock it back. Downward facing dog. Okay, inhale here. And exhale. On your next inhale, let's float the right leg up. Okay, take your right knee to your right elbow this time. And again, hold it here. Again, I want you to think about softening the hip and really holding this leg from your abdomen. And then you're gonna slide your right knee down to your right wrist. Using your abdomen, pull it up to the elbow. That's it, down to the wrist, up to the elbow. Down and up, down and up. One more, down, pull it up. Good, inhale, kick it back, down dog splits. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Okay, coming up to high lunge this time. Ground your feet, sweep your arms overhead. Take a moment here to square off your hips. And if you want, you can put a little bend in the back knee. Sometimes that's just a nice way to feel your pelvis really even. Notice your left arm overhead. Good, now everybody wrap your left arm under your right, eagle wrap, across the elbows and then the wrist. Yeah, if this is feeling too tight, just hug yourself. That's a great place to be too. Now let's lift the elbows up a little bit away from the chest. Good, breathe in, exhale, bend deeper into your right leg. Inhale, lift the elbows up a little. Exhale, bend deeper into your right leg. Hold your legs like this. Rotate toward the right and hook your elbows outside of that right knee, but be really light on the elbows. Try not to have any weight at all on those elbows. They're just resting outside of the knee. That's it, breathe. Feel all of that twisting control from your center, that core space that we've been firing up quite a bit so far. Breathe in and out. And I know that there is a lot of energy, effort, and fire building this morning, but how can you bring softness into this moment? How can we balance out that heat with a little bit of cool and calm energy? On your next inhale, press back up to high lunge, arms overhead. Nice, great. And then open slowly, warrior two. Go ahead and straighten your right leg. Take your right arm up, reverse triangle. And then you can stay like this, or put your right hand behind your head. And then lean your head back into your hand and pull that right elbow up a little higher. Again, that should deepen the stretch on your right side. Okay, keep your legs straight, bring your arms and torso back to center. Triangle pose, rock your hips back. Let's reach that right arm a little more forward, and then gently put your right hand down inside of your right foot. Good, similar to the eagle twist, I want you to be really light on your right fingertips, whether they're touching the ground or they're connected to your inner shin bone. Any place where the hand lands is great. Think about how it's landing there. Okay, beautiful. Stay like this. Keep your legs super strong. Take that bottom arm, bring it up in line with your ear. Reach to the front of your mat. And then take your top arm, bring it over your ear. Reach toward the front of your mat. Good. Now notice your bottom ribs. Can you pull them forward so that your chest opens more towards your ceiling? Breathe in. Breathe out. That's it. Use the legs, use the center. Take another breath. Inhale. Stay here as you exhale. With control, press to warrior two. Bend that right knee deeply. Press your shoulders down. Good. Okay, let's turn the toes toward the left side of your mat. Open your arms out really wide and then fold over your wide legs. Prostrate Katasana. Try to walk your fingertips around towards your heels. Good, everybody. Grab your heels. Now use your arms. Bend your elbows wide. Pull the top of your head toward the ground. Yeah, you really want to use your arms here. Keep thinking about chest coming closer to the thighs. Elbows are bending wide. And your head is just reaching closer, closer, closer to the ground. Give it another breath here. Extra big exhale in that next breath. Okay, great. Release your hands from your heels. Walk your hands under your shoulders now. Let's tent up to the fingertips. Find a long spine. Yes, there you go. Lift your chest a little. Keep your left hand down. Take your right arm up to the ceiling. Twist. And then look all the way up to that right hand. And if you want, wrap it behind your back. That's it. Keep your hips level so that the twist is really coming from your center here. Okay, good. And then let's change. Right fingertips down. Keep your chest lifted as you peel the left arm up. Shoulders down the back. Maybe wrap that top arm behind your back. Rotate open a little bit more. Good, beautiful. Okay, lovely. Come back to center. From here, I want you to widen your feet a little bit. Come down onto your elbows. You might have to come off your mat a little bit. That's okay. Widen your feet as much as you need to bring the elbows to the mat. Okay, good. And then all I want you to do is rock your body weight forward over your forearms. Lift up to your tippy toes. And then just put the heels back down and do that about 10 times. Rock forward so your head and your heart are over your forearms, up to the tippy toes. Keep doing that. Rock forward and lift the heels. And bring it back down. Rock forward, lift the heels. Let's do 3 more like this. Rock forward, lift the heels. And rock forward, lift the heels. Good. Last one. You're going to rock forward, lift the heels, and stay for 5, 4, 3, find your abdomen here. Think about lifting your hips from your abdomen. 2 and 1. Slowly lower the heels down. Good. Drag your hands over to the front of your mat. Hips are square. Rock yourself all the way forward now, standing splits. Drop your head in standing splits. And then check out your foot that's in the air. Point your toes or flex your foot. Doesn't really matter, but do something with that top foot so that you're actively reaching it up toward the ceiling. Good. Now, can you walk your hands closer to your right foot? Nice, everybody. Can you drop your head a little lower? That's it. Reach your toes up higher. Beautiful. Take another breath in through your nose. Out through your nose. Lift that top leg. Bend both of your knees now. Step your feet together. Chair pose, Katasana. Sweep your arms up by your ears. Great. Sit nice and low on your hips. Think again about lengthening all of that space on your side body. Okay, you can stay in chair pose if you want, or come to crow. Crow pose, hands come to the ground. Knees work their way up into the armpits. And then you're rocking your body weight forward into your hands. Kind of like we just did with the forearms, but now you're on the hands. And your toes don't have to leave the ground. You can still do crow pose with your toes on the floor. The big key here to building the stamina and the strength that you need to fly in crow is just getting your body weight forward over your hands. And then eventually maybe one foot floats up or both feet float up, but that doesn't have to happen today. And I find that the more you focus on just building that bottom line of strength on the hands, even with the toes on the ground, the easier it'll be to ultimately fly into crow. Take one more breath. Good. Try to stick with it or try again if you've fallen out. And then on your own, you'll step or hop back, take a vinyasa from there. And we'll come back together in downward facing dog. Everybody find a big, big breath in through your nose and out. All right. Inhale, float your left leg up. Exhale, bring your left knee to your left elbow. Let's pause here. Find your abdomen in the way that your abdomen can hold your leg. Lower your knee down to your left wrist. Slide it up to the elbow. Down to the wrist, up to the elbow, down to the wrist, up to the elbow. Last 2, down and up, down and up. Inhale, send that left leg back, down, down, splits. Exhale, knee to chest. Step your foot between your hands. Take your time. Build this from your feet as you start to rise up, 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 up into your high lunge. Deep bend in your front thigh. Good. Okay, let's notice the right arm this time. We're going to wrap the right arm under the left. Cross the elbows and the wrists, or give yourself a hug. And then wherever you're at, lift the elbows up a little bit. Deepen the bend in the front thigh. Lift the elbows up a little bit. Deepen the bend in the front thigh. Stay low in your legs, very lightly. Twist to the left. Place your elbows outside of that left knee. Beautiful, good. Really light in the elbows. Your center is what's holding you here in this twisted position, and your back leg is helping you to balance. It's creating that sense of counterbalance. We have so much of our weight forward here with our arms and our head and our chest, so we have to use that back leg to counterbalance the weight of our body. Okay, with control, come on back up to your high lunge, unwrap the arms, and then spin open, warrior two. Let's go ahead and straighten that front leg. Take your left arm up, reverse triangle. You can stay like this, or I'm liking these days to put the hand at the back of the head. And once you lean the head back into the hand, you'll get a really nice stretch through the side space. It feels so good. And the back of the upper arm. Okay, let's bring the torso and the arms back to center. Triangle pose, pull your hips back, reach this left arm as far forward as you can before you lightly bring it down inside of the ankle, inside of the foot. Keep your shoulders down your back. All right, now start to activate the feet, the thighs, and the core a little bit more. Keep all of that lower body space so strong. And then take this left arm, bring it up by your ear. Take the right arm, bring it over your ear. Press into your feet. Good, find this bottom left rib cage. Pull it forward so that the chest can open slightly more toward the side. Awesome, everybody, stick with it. Breathe, inhale. Exhale, yes, good, one more breath, inhale. Stay as you exhale. And then with control, come on back, warrior two. Great. Okay, turn your toes to the right side of your mat. Take your hands behind your back. Let's put the hands on the back of the hips. I want you to press your hips forward with your hands. Turn your chest up to the ceiling. The elbows are drawing down. Use your hands though. Press those hips forward, chest open. And then slowly come back up through the top and fold over your wide legs. You can take your hands again to your heels or reach your hands through your legs this time. Palms are flat and then pull, bend the elbows and pull. Almost like you're trying to whip the floor through your feet. Yeah, there we go, good. Drop the head, that's it. And try to roll your body weight slightly more into your toes. Beautiful, nice everybody, that's it. Pull your arms more. Yeah, bend those elbows, pull like you're trying to whip the floor forward. Okay, good. Release the hands, let's bring the hands back under the shoulders. Just like we did on the first side, you're gonna widen your feet slightly until the elbows can come down onto the ground. Same exact thing as we did before. Rock forward to your tippy toes, press into your forearms. This time, see if you can lift the toes off of the ground before you bring them back down. So you rock forward to your toes. I just think about flexing the feet and then you bring the feet back down. Try that a few times. Rock forward, flex the feet and bring them back down. And then once you're getting comfortable there, some of you will be able to rock forward, flex the feet, and float the legs out to the sides and maybe overhead for a forearm stand. If you're like, that looks crazy or sounds ridiculous, that's okay. Just keep focusing on rocking forward and flexing the feet. And truly your toes might just like brush off the ground for a second. And that's great. That's exactly what I mean about building stamina and strength. We have to start in those foundational pieces and we have to stick with it if we want to figure out how to get to the next piece. Let's get in a few more of these. Good. Okay. If your legs are up, just slowly bring them down. And then everybody bend your right knee, your left knee a few times each side. Let your head sway. Okay. Walk your hands all the way to the front of the mat. Let's get those hips square. Cool. And then we're going to rock forward, standing splits. Drop your head as you lift your leg up. Beautiful. Drop your head even more. I always think about this as basically like a one leg forward fold. You're folding into the leg that's on the ground And the more you can fold, the easier it will be to lift that top leg higher. Yeah, good. I already see the top leg lifting up even more. That's it. Fold, and then the leg's gonna have more space. Great. Awesome. Good, everybody. Okay, bend your knees, come into it easily. Chair pose. Knees bend, arms by the ears. Take a big breath. Exhale, stay, or crow pose, set number 2. Take your time. I find it helpful to look forward in crow pose. You're still looking on the ground, you're just looking out ahead of yourself. So probably past the front edge of your mat. And then once the eyes rock forward, you basically trick your body into shifting more forward over the hands, which is where you need to be to find the balance. If you've fallen out of it, that's okay. Try again. Come back onto the palms. Yeah. Good. That's it. Everybody give it one more breath or one more try. And on your own, you'll step or hop out of it. Take a vinyasa to rinse that, and we'll come back together in down dog. Really nice. Keep breathing. Okay, cool. Once you get to your down dog, come into a tabletop. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Keep this kind of active. Pull the belly and reach that right arm higher. And then exhale and thread your right arm under your left armpit. Good, 2 more like that. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, thread, but really pull that right arm out. Yeah, good, 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, thread. Let's stay right here. Walk your left arm forward and tent up to your fingertips and just stay. Good, come on back. Press the left hand down, come directly to tabletop. Other side, left arm up and thread it through. And again, left arm up, thread it through. Last one, inhale up, thread it through. Stay, walk your right arm forward, tent up to your fingertips. Take a breath. We've got one more little burst of energy and fire before we slow it down. So let's harness that back in, tabletop. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up, downward facing dog. Inhale, float your right leg overhead. Exhale, hug your knee to your chest, step between your hands. Exactly like we did earlier. Lower your back knee, rock your hips back, flex that front foot. Now kick your right foot forward about 1 inch, and then keep doing that. Kick it forward another inch. Keep going inch by inch until you find what feels like your edge point today. If you happen to have a block, or at home, like pillows work great, and you're like part way down but not all the way down, you can throw some pillows under your pelvis to help give you a little lift. It's basically like you're bringing the floor up to you. Good. You just stay wherever you find that edge point, you stay there and you breathe. Something I find helpful about splits is to remember that it's actually a 2-way action. I know we put a lot of emphasis on the front leg kicking forward, but hey, what about the back leg? Remember what we did in that first lunge with the toes reaching back? It's the same thing here. You're on the top of the foot, you're reaching the toes back, and if that back leg is active and stable, your right leg is gonna have more space to reach forward. Good. Take one more full breath. And then nice and easy, come on out of it as smooth as you can. I know it's like not really that cute to get out of splits. And make your way back to down dog. Okay, right away, other side, left leg up, inhale. Step it between your hands as you exhale. Lower your back knee. Pull your hips back, flex your front foot, and then we go inch by inch. Kick it forward 1 inch. And another inch. And you just keep going inch by inch by inch until you find what feels like your edge for today. You know, your edge today might be different than your edge was yesterday. It's different than whatever your edge is going to be tomorrow or the next time that you practice. So just be really truthful about where you're at and what you need. Right? Like, we're not doing any good if our body's saying, hey, I need to rest, or hey, I need to fire up, and we're giving it the exact opposite of that. This practice is about listening and honoring. And so we got to do it. All right, cool. As smooth as you can. Come on out. Come into a tabletop this time. All right, find your tabletop. Come down to your elbows, just like we've done a zillion times now. And then seal your thumbs together. Press your thumbs into one another. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips up. Dolphin pose. Walk your feet in as close as you can to your elbows. Take your right leg overhead. Keep your hips square. This is your splits. You were just here, okay? Reach that right leg up a little bit higher and then maybe tip forward onto your forearms, right? Also did that already from our wide legs and float that bottom leg up. And it might be a little bit of a play for a while. You rock forward, float the leg, and put it back down. Same sensation as our crow pose and coming onto the forearms from wide leg fold, right? You're rocking forward. You're trying to find that forward hold space for as long as you can, but then you bring it back down when you need. Good. Keep the same leg overhead. Give it a few more breaths here. Yeah, and I've noticed some of you have brought yourselves over to a wall. That's awesome. Bring yourself to a wall if you have one nearby. Yeah. And then make sure, especially if you're using a wall, that you're not using it as a crutch. Your toes touch the wall, but now turn your attention back into your shoulders, your core, your hips, because that torso center of your body is what's going to actually hold you in this position. Great. Okay, let's put that right leg down. Find your tabletop again. Wag your hips side to side. We are going to do the other leg. I always find it's like so different side to side. So let's see what happens on this second side. Okay, here we go. Down to the elbows. Seal your thumbs, or maybe. I find that helpful, but try it out. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up. Okay, then walk your feet in. Take the other leg up, left leg, or whichever leg you didn't do. Feel the action of your splits here. Your right foot's reaching down, your left foot's reaching up. Rock yourself forward and maybe the toes lift for a second. Maybe you just play with getting your weight forward on your elbows and your palms and the center of your forearms. Right now, your forearms are like your feet. Yeah, this is great, everybody. Find the pressing action. It's like you're trying to push the floor away from you. Give it one more try. Yes, nice. Okay, beautiful. Let it go. Child's pose. Widen your knees, crawl your arms forward, and let's let the forehead rest completely onto the mat. I'm going to keep my head up so you can still hear me well, but you rest your forehead all the way down. Let your body soften. Let any lingering tension or stiffness that you feel in your body, let it dissipate now and just melt away. And notice when that happens, what remains with you. Okay, take about 2 breaths to make your way to down dog, however you want to get there. Maybe you try to find a really indirect route to getting into your down dog. And then once you're there, we're going to pull the right leg forward, pigeon pose. Take your time. Make sure your left leg is directly behind you. And then if you still have a pillow nearby or a block, you can place it in front of you to rest your head upon it. Your head or your forearms. Something that makes you feel a little more comfortable here. Come even more attentive with your breath. Where can you invite just an ounce more softness? Right, really slowly start to walk your hands back up. We're gonna sit into the right hip, swing your back leg around. You can just step your left foot over your right leg. Good, hug that left knee in a little bit tighter to you, and then we're gonna twist toward the left leg, towards your left side. Good, everybody, grow really tall here through your spine. Exhale, maybe rotate around a little deeper. Okay, beautiful. Unwind, counter twist to the other side. And then you can go back to down dog if you want, or I'm just gonna come to pigeon pose on the left from here. Keep that left leg forward, swing the right leg back. And take a moment to get your hips set up. Whenever you're ready, you can start to walk the hands forward, maybe rest your forearms or your head onto that pillow again. Turn your attention to your breath. Let's inhale a little bit slower now for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for the same. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly start to walk your hands back up. Just like we did on the first side. Let's sit into that left hip. Swing the back leg around. Step the foot over the left thigh. And then you're gonna hug that right knee in and twist toward the right. Grow tall and rotate around. All right. Back to center, counter twist to the left. Good. And then back to center, and we'll stretch both legs forward. Pull the flesh of your glutes out of the way so you feel really perched on your sitting bones. And then take your arms up, lift upward before you fold over your legs. You can make this forward fold as passive or as active as you want it to be this morning. Feel good about being here. Feel good about breathing into your strong, energized, healthy bodies. That is something to be truly, truly grateful for. It's amazing what our bodies can do. So give yourself and your body a little extra love and gratitude right now. And then whenever you feel ready, start to roll down slowly onto your backs. And we'll set up for our final Shavasana. Relax your arms down to your side body. And relax your legs, let your toes fall open. And notice your soft and easeful breath. Slowly take a deeper breath in. Exhale. One leg at a time. Bend your knees and step your feet flat onto the mat. Using very, very little effort, roll over to one side and rest on your side. Keep your eyes closed and press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Let's place one hand on the belly and one hand on the heart. Yeah, feel your hands heavy on your body. Let that really ground you into yourself and into this day. Remind yourself of your intentions. And remember that even though our physical practice is ending here, our time is ending here together, everything that you cultivate on this mat and inside of this practice, you can take it with you. So I hope you will. Thank you so much for practicing with me. And I will see you all soon. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you guys so much.
That was such a fun class. Pinch is my favorite. So.
Oh, great. You mean you enjoyed my mini bug freakouts?
Yeah.
Let me see how I end.
I can relate. So if you want to say something, you want to say hello to Kate, this is your time to do it. Or if you'd like to leave her some love in the chat. But
yeah, thank you guys so much. This was so fun and enjoyable to teach so many new faces. So I hope that we'll have an opportunity to connect again, whether it's here or somewhere else virtually, or if anyone's in New York, reach out. I am doing some live classes here and, you know, other things. So we'd love to connect with you guys.
Look at all the love in the chat.
Yeah, thank you so much. Amazing. Well, thank you guys. Have a great Saturday. All right. Yay.